Talk Up Yout, brought to you by National Baking Company, a Stanley and Empress production.
Talk Up Yout. Meet some of our best guests from seasons past who had been through hardships, injustices, and pain as they take us in their world of positivity, accomplishments, and mentorship. Let's continue to shatter the silence and talk up Yout. Wagwan Youths, parents, it's me, Empress. Let's find out where they are now. Let's find out what our past guests are up to.
Nothing negative in talking up and exposing the truth.
Let me reintroduce you to Sharmalee, who really needs no introduction. One of our favorite blind youths from season 1, who shows us that despite her disability, she's excelling at all things in life.
Tell us again.
I am Sharmalee Cardozo, and right now I'm working as an administrative assistant at the University of the West Indies at the Office for Special Student Services. And to top it off, I'm a mother of a 2-year-old.
I will remember you.
I realized I had an eye sickness from around 4 months old. So I wasn't totally blind when I was born, but I knew I had the eye sickness. But it gradually went away, so around like about 18, 19, it went.
Oh, so when you were 18, 19, you completely went blind?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could see a little bit. You were visually impaired growing up?
Sure.
Why did you become blind? I know you told me before about your grandmother and took you to the doctor. What happened after that, when you were 4 years old?
Yeah, she took me to the doctor and they did an operation on my right eye. And they said that, okay, they're going to watch it and then do it on the left eye. Well, it did work, you know. But she migrated to the United States and left me with my stepmother, who never really followed up. Maybe she just never knew that it would get bad because she said that I was seen and I was moving around and everything. But it just deteriorated after a while.
Do you ever feel you want to say something to your stepmother about not taking up her responsibility to follow up on your eye operation? Have you ever felt angry with her about that?
I do, you know. Sometimes I don't say that it's she caused it, but then I look at it and I say, boy, it's not really she, you know. Maybe she didn't know. Well, it's not maybe. She didn't know that it would really get this way. And, you know, I was the first blind person coming around, so she really don't know how to react to certain things. And I'm sure she didn't know that I was losing the sight just like that. You understand? So I don't really blame her. I really just thank her for all she had done.
Yes.
And here I am now. I'm confident of my blindness, and I don't afraid to walk, get anywhere, do anything I want to do. So, you know?
I didn't live with my mother for most of my years. My grandmother was like my mother. My grandmother and my father's side of family, they were my parents. And then they had to migrate. So I was left with my father and my stepmother. Not that my stepmother wasn't good, but after a while, you know, the father and stepmother thing break off and you live with the father alone and him, you know, I'm a man and you're a girl, so, you know, the barrier between both of you. And I think it kind of stressed him out at one point when him did decide to say, maybe I could just make sure I want children home or something, because him just couldn't manage. It's not that him never loved me, but him just couldn't manage. Remember, I am blind and I'm a female. There are a lot of things. My father did rough, but him didn't love me. So it's like I did afraid of my father. I just want to hear you say my father, I'm gone like a bullet.
Every day I rise on a prayer. That's all I got to take me through.
Has there ever been a time that you yourself sat down and said, you know what, I really wish I could see?
Many times,
we always want more than what we have.
Let me tell you when I feel like I want to see. When I have to be dependent on people to do things for me. So for example, stand up at the bus stop, you want, like going in the bus park, you need to know when a 44 come to get on it. And you have to be asking, you can tell me when a 44 come please, and the person they shift over. And I say, well, you can tell me when a 44 come or something. Like things like that. I just wish I could see, so I don't have to ask these people to look out for me, because some of them really mean, you know. They just get up from beside you when they realize that you're trying to get some assistance from them. You understand?
Everywhere. Sometimes we make a move, me can't find no bus fare. Go look for Mama Jai.
So tell us the obstacles growing up being visually impaired.
Well, first, they would call me Blindy. My name wasn't Sharmalee anymore. It was Blindy, Cassie, Lookabush.
Lookabush. How Lookabush come in now?
Because they would say, Blindy, look for me. And when I look at them, I say, I'm looking at you. And they say, no, you're not looking at me. And I said, well, of course I'm looking at you. So you're standing up right there. I said, no, you look at bush, you look at bush, and I look for me.
Oh, Lord.
And I felt so bad, you know. Sometimes I would just cry and go to my grandmother, and she would just go there and say, no, stop calling, look at bush, I'm blind. How when I look at bush, I'm blind, and they cuss her. And there were times when I just stay in, because I just couldn't bother. As I walk on the road, you know, little children, blindy.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise.
All right, so let me ask you now. A 10-year-old walks up to you, sees you moving about, you know, beautiful, talented, educated, and says, you know, boy, having a hard time, you know, I've been growing up vision impaired, just completely blind at 10. My parents can't afford to send me to the Salvation Army School for the blind. What advice would you give this young 10-year-old?
I would just tell him to go. Even if you don't have the money, go.
Go to school for the blind.
Go to school for the blind. We need you to be something in life.
I didn't regret any moment of being on Talk Up Yout. It was, well, I was talking about my experience being blind and how I get around. And at that time, I wasn't employed, you know? I talk about my experience on UWI campus and what I used to do as a student here, and though I had assisted at the Office for Special Student Services, myself and Vivian, who is now the guidance counselor at the School for the Blind, and he was also the counselor on season 1 when I was doing the interview. And trust me, it was a nice interview, and I always remember the entertainer who gave us the blind stepper.
Not you see me blind, not treat me unkind. You see me blind, not treat me unkind. Them see me blind, and me can't see. But I know want to see what them a see. Me no want to see them a live bad and dirty. Looty, shooty, seeking flesh, seeking booty. As blind as I be, I have a duty. So don't discriminate against me. I am visually impaired, but I seek job opportunity. Then me know somebody pick me. Huh? I might can't see, but I can hear and smell you from a distance. I know it's you, so stop putting up resistance. Huh? Blind or lead blind, clearly in this instance. I am blind youth ambassador. I am blind youth leader. I am blind manager. I am blind counselor. I am blind professor. Although me blind, me come to create positive damage on ya. Huh?
But you know, from doing that season, trust me, everywhere I walk, I can walk in peace. Even down to this day, even when they do the repeat show, the people that don't know it's a repeat show, but they keep on saying, but I just see on Talk Up Yout, and I said, but you know, that was from 2011 or thereabout. And it just goes to show that even when I'm interacting with persons in high position, they just remember me from that season, and the person they see and the person they see on the TV and the person they're interacting with is really not a makeup, it's the same person, and they see that, you know, I have potential, I have hope, and trust me, the recognition turn up.
Yes, my girl, you think turn up loud. What a vibesy personality. A true inspiration for not only blind youths, but all youths. More with Sharmalee after the break. As we're getting to know Sharmalee more as a person, let's get to know Sharmalee as the working professional.
Morning. Morning. Who's here? Come in. Well, this is my little place, you know. Welcome to the Office for Special Student Services. This is where I work as the admin assistant. So it's basically me in charge, right? Me in charge of everything, the students, every problem them have, anything with them instrument what I work with, they come to me. So on a daily basis, I reach over early. The students ask me if I don't live anywhere, because most times I'm here from 7:30. That's not because I want to, but because I have to do. Because where I live, the traffic, and I take the public bus, so you know how that goes with the JUTC. So when I come, I normally relax, drink some tea, talk with the office attendant, check my emails. Sometimes I could Facebook in it. You know,
keep up to date with what's happening.
So do you use your cane in the office?
I can't use my cane in my office. I can't use a cane in your house. You have to walk like you know where you're going.
My name is Shavin Daly. I know Sharmalee from when we were at the school for the blind. That's maybe about 18 or 19 years ago.
You know, technology is good, so that's what we have to use in the workplace. That's what I use. So because I am visually impaired, I use the JAWS to navigate the computer. It's a normal program that you put on any computer. All you can put it on there. You know, people who don't love to read a lot. Well, not saying you, but persons who don't love to read a lot, this program helps them a lot. Because any big document you have, you just put it on and it read it for you.
Sharmalee is a pretty nice person. She have a good heart and she do very well here at the office. I assume if you pass your place, well not assume, if you pass your place, she'll put you in order, I guess. But she's a very good person.
You know, sometimes you wake up on a little side, a little bad side, and you know, kind of calm you, and it's because you deal with students, you deal with all sorts of students with different personality, different background. If you kind of set the mood, because sometimes, you know, I have always been told that, you know, sometimes you come off a little rough on the edge, a little, so you kind of get a little calmness and a little tolerance.
She has a bubbly personality, however, she can be very miserable if you cross the line. But I would say she is one of the best administrators here because she dedicates most of her time to the students and try her best to ensure that the students are comfortable.
I learn a lot from the people I mentor because even for my self-development, sometimes I think I learn patience because sometimes I'm not really patient, you know, and I'm easily annoyed, especially if you keep asking me the same question over and over. I ask me some really some questions you know the answer for. I learn patience, I learn tolerance with. Persons are different in their own ways. Some of them slow, some of them fast, some of them just annoying. So I really learn, and I'm still learning tolerance because sometimes they say I kind of get a little edgy. So I'm still learning. I learn every day as I interact with different persons.
Look, at school, when we were at school for the blind, we were close and things. So most of the things that she achieved and I see her do and those stuff, and she always helping me, so she always motivating me to do the best that I can, so I really look up to her.
If I'm watching the show, when I'm walking on the road, persons will say, I saw you on Talk Up Yout, and you go to UE, and if I know you go to UE, well, boy, my girl, me use you as a motivation, I can't enough people sitting out there, and them not do nothing but my girl, you really hold up your head and like that, and them type of things there, and then you will have a lot of persons who say, oh, me see you on Talk Up Yout, my girl, you're impressed, and oh, me like how you always a smile, girl, my girl, me like how you smile just nice, and you just dress nice, and who dress you? And I said, what do you mean who dress me now? Well, me put myself together, but you know, you have people you ask if the color, you match the color there, and after a while you get used to it, but this is how I work. Yes, so when I get my clothes, even my daughter clothes, when I get them, I ask you which color this is. So you see, I don't get two of the same thing. But I mark it and I know that this is a pink and this is a cream. And I can tell you that my daughter has a pink blouse right now and she has a jeans dress with some pink and other colors down at the foot party. Because I have to mark them. Because you can't be bothering people every time to ask them, all right, match up this for me or match up that for me. You understand me? When them know you ask those questions, but when you get used to them, you just know, say, all right, that and that go together, purple and pink go together, pink and that go together. You just match up and you move out. You know, the feedback was really great up to this day. Because I think it was sometime this year. It was sometime this year that they had a replay or something like that, and they're still asking me, telling me that I was on Talk Up Yout, and trust me, they're looking out for this season, because I don't know, my daughter, she tell everybody she coming on TV, so you know they're looking out for it. During my pregnancy, I wasn't sick, nothing at all. I was just like, I always tell persons I had a wonderful pregnancy for some strange reason. She's a handful. She asks a lot of questions. She gives a lot of trouble. But in everything, she's wonderful. It's like I treasure every day I spend with her, from bathing her, brushing her teeth, taking her on the road. She asks a lot of questions. She tells her when the bus coming, when the truck coming, when the bike coming, when the car coming, everything. So it's a joy being around her. She's 2, and everywhere I take her, they say that she's not 2. She has to be another age. Her name is Ashanta Zahara Leslie. Her father gave her the first name. He says it's strength and power. I'll give mommy now. Thank you. And Zahara is a flower. So that's how they come together. I gave her the second name. I've been boarding for almost all of my life. Like from age 6, I've been at the Salvation Army School for the Blind. I only go home on holidays. Then when I come to UWI, I got the Salvation Army up until age 18. So even when I was at high school, I was still boarding. So it's really that boarding with the house mothers and the administrators and the staff around you. I only like hear from my family on phone most of the time. So I think it's really the blindness plus the boarding, and you know you have these people around you with rules and regulation, and you see that person climbing up the ladder, you want to go high school too, and you want to go Michael, and you want to go university. Because you know, when I was doing CXCs, I just told them, okay, I'm doing 5 subjects. When I got CXC results, I just said, all right, I'm going on to 6th form. No, it's not like they say, why are you going to 6th form, whatever. They just don't question whatever decisions I told them. When I was in upper 6th, I said to them, I apply to you and I apply to Michael. You know, when I get through to that's where I'm going. Them don't ask me, why you going to go there, so why you want, we don't have no money. Them just take the decision and move along with it. So I really think it's more, my disability really lead me this way. I don't know where I would be if I wasn't blind.
Look at that, parents and youths. Nothing to feel sad or sorry about. Every disability brings opportunity if you're positive enough to see that. Sharmalee might be blind, but she sees more than most.
Three words to describe Sharmalee: pleasant, willing, and inspiring.
Here's more of a reminder of why Sharmalee is a great mentor and role model to all youths.
How can children, your peers, how can the community help to make life easier for blind and visually impaired youths in JA?
Look at our abilities and not our disability.
You see, in this world that we're living in, sensitization is very important. Starting from the parent level, from the child born and you know so them have a disability, from the hospital knows so the child have a disability, you have to get counseling for the parents. You have to have somebody to talk to them to show them that this is not the end of the road. Your child can move mountain. Just the mere fact that you have somebody there to give them this counseling, this motivation, to show them that there's hope for your child. It does a lot. It has to start from the minute you know that they have a disability. You understand me? Because you see, it's not that parents don't want them children to come out to anything or that they don't feel that they can come out to anything, you know. But some of them don't know what is out there for the children to achieve. Because, you know, my father had a little hope, you know, when he started carrying me to UC, and UC said, you know that there's a school for the blind, take her to the school for the blind. That's when him kind of, you know, feel a little better in himself, and him say, all right, she'll go to school and whatever. I do see myself as a role model. Up to this day, the principal at the school for the blind used me as an example to the students there. I don't know, but in my own self, they say self-praise is no recommendation, but I have been a mentor, I've been a counselor, I've been an advisor to a lot of my friends. And you know, it all works out because I work at the office for special students. So every student with a disability that comes on the university campus and is registered with my office, I have to be there for them. I have to be motivating them, encouraging them. And you know, a lot of time they come to me and say, Miss Cardoza, you know, I really like how you give me the advice you give me, and you know, I feel good. I can come and I can talk to you about anything, whether it's school related or it's house related or it's any related. They can always come to me and say, you know, Miss Cardoza, this is the situation, how I can get out of it.
But you obviously are a great example for not only blind or visually impaired youths, but youths on a whole. I mean, you have your degrees, you're confident, you know, you're going for what you want in life. What's a final word of empowerment or words of empowerment, Sharmalee, you would give to any blind or visually impaired youth out there watching right now?
You can do all things through Christ who gives you strength.
It's very good to talk up. It doesn't make any sense you're thinking about something or you feel bad about something and you keep it inside of you. People won't hear. Changes won't be made. You have to talk up about whatever you think is right, how you feel. It's always good to talk. Advocacy is good. Sharing how you feel is good, because at the end of the day, there will be solutions. If you keep it inside, nobody not going to know how you feel, nobody not going to know what you're thinking about. So you just go and keep it to yourself. So when you talk up now, the Prime Minister here, the principal here, the teacher here, the doctor here, the nurse here, and you not just talk up by yourself, you have a group, because when you do things one, it don't work out, you have to have a loud voice.
You heard it. Talk up, youths. Yeah, man. Talk up, youth. Myself, for what? Talk up, youth.
Talk Up Yout, brought to you by National Baking Company, a Stanley and Empress production.